let's flash back to March 16th, 2018. Everyone knows where this is going. The biggest upset in NCAA history takes place as the first 16 seed beats a 1. The amount of pressure that continued to build on Virginia during that game was palpable. Big shot after big shot seemed to just continue to fall for UMBC. Everyone jumped on the UMBC bandwagon, and ultimately Virginia was sent home humbly packing. We all know the story for Virginia now. But how did they not only bounce back from this, but also reach the Final Four? There are key messages of mental toughness found in the comments of Virginia's leaders following their lowest of times that have led to where they are now. How are they in the Final Four? Did they not realize they were the first 1 seed to ever lose to a 16?
Thanks for bringing that up again, but yeah, I was aware of it.
That's life. This is not the end of the world, okay? This is not there's a lot of worse things that can happen. If you play this game and you step into the arena, this stuff can happen. And those who haven't been in the arena or in the competition, maybe they don't understand that, but there's chances for wonderful things to happen. But when you're in the arena, stuff like this can happen. And all those who compete take that on. And so we'll accept it. And again, I want to congratulate the job that Ryan and his staff did. They played well, and we did not.
It's basketball. You're not going to be, I don't know why.
That for some reason, this is what we've got to deal with. And my job now will be to say, hey, how do we bounce back with our players and all that? But a life lesson is sitting there about defining yourself by maybe not what the world says, but there's other things that matter, and then you get back to it.
One thing this team was really good at and built on was resiliency, and I think bouncing back from something that's so heartbreaking will be a huge key for us.
I think they're strong character guys and have to bounce back. Like he said, resiliency has been their strength, and now it'll get tested in a way that I don't think they thought it would have to be tested.
Their test was not the first round this year, but every day from March 16th, 2018 on. Of course, similar feelings started to surface as Gardner-Webb began to echo the past. Pressure began to mount, but the best remedy for pressure is perspective. The strongest teams are those that have fought through adversity. Their ownership, perspective, and resiliency showed as the monkey was off the back, they began to make their Final Four run. Gardner-Webb was taken care of. Oklahoma in round 2. Oregon was next with big shots and plays made by those leaders from the team who historically lost just 1 year ago. And of course, the Purdue game was one of the most memorable games of the tournament. What should be noted is that regardless of the outcome, victory or defeat, those same key messages from 1 year ago were heard again by Virginia's leaders, and that is what makes the difference.
At center court, what were you thinking in that moment?
Yeah, I was definitely flashing back to when I was on my knees last year, and I did it again, and I was just overflowing with joy. So happy for my teammates and my coaches and for myself to be able to, break through in the way that we did this year. And, not only did we silence his critics, we silenced our own. So that's, and we're just so grateful for our fans that traveled and have always believed in us.
To finally quiet the critics feels great.
It was great. We've said it before, the joy of competition, the fun and the pursuit of trying to win a championship. And we didn't win a championship, but we got to the Final Four. And of course, it was exhilarating. It was great. But I meant what I said. And it's easy to say up here, but I said it before. And I experienced things. And I was at peace, but there was a burning desire to get these guys and our program to a Final Four and hopefully beyond. No one has faced pressure like these guys have, or this program, after losing in that first round. No one's done that in the history of the game, so no one had to do that. And then to be in that setting against Gardner-Webb, that was almost another road game, to be honest for you, the way the crowd was going. And then to just kind of muster up enough resiliency and come through it. All those things, I think, prepared us for this moment to not lose sight and be composed and stay after. And they were encouraging each other in the huddles, and they weren't going to let it get away. And if we got beat, we got beat, but we were not going to lose this one. And I just know it's really hard to lose in the first round. It stung. It was, as I said, a painful gift. It was so humbling, but it drew me and drew our team closer in a way that we couldn't have gone. Again, the quote we use, I guess I'm full of quotes, but it's from that TED Talk I showed them at the beginning of the year. And I said, and the quote is this: if you learn to use it right, the adversity, it will buy you a ticket to a place you couldn't have gone any other way. And I didn't know if that meant we'd get to a Final Four or do that. I just knew it would deepen us in ways on the court, off the court, and what we believe, and mark us for the right stuff. And that, I think, is what took place.
Going to a Final Four.